I was very skeptical before joining the program. I didn't know how it'll work or not, but I think I made the right choice, and I'm very, very happy I did it. So not because, okay, I got my certification and my job, but it actually helped me understand the ecosystem much, much better than what would I have done alone on my own. I had kids and I was raising them, and I had, I mean, it's just like family life happening. We happened to change countries, so there was a lot happening. Um, I I wanted to get back to work. I even tried upskilling myself, learning certain skills, new technologies and stuff, but it was just not fitting into the scheme. Also, because somewhere in my heart, maybe I didn't want to go back to the exact same role that I was doing for previous 8-10 years that I was doing. I know the burnout that role brings in. I know the mental toll that happens when you have to literally live by your sales quotas by the week, by the month, and by the quarter. And no matter how good you are, maybe you are meeting your quotas, and if your team doesn't, you still miss out on benefits. And as we just spoke about, value, right? So I know the pressure. So somewhere, yes, I wanted to get back to work. My main motive was to start getting back into the corporate world, and not just be the at home all the time, because I don't see myself doing this entirely for all my life. My kids will grow up, they'll have their own life. What will I do then? That I wanted to have backup plan for myself, but somewhere that was not the zone. That sales zone was not meant for me. Maybe I was not super comfortable going back into it. I got to learn about Salesforce only because I was looking to enter into IT space. That I have many family members working in IT, and I see their life much more calmer than what I have been in my professional life. So that inspired me to get into that sector, but I didn't have any technical background. Salesforce was one of the ecosystems which really has low entry barriers, and once I started learning it, I started enjoying it. I kept reading about it, and I felt that only certification will not help me. The other routes that, the other possible thing that anybody was suggesting on internet and blogs and videos was like, okay, go out to ask for projects, um, you know, do something on your own, build up. But then even that doesn't work unless and until you know what you're doing. You're entering into a world which is completely different for you. So you need a little bit of hand holding. I'm not saying spoon feeding, but come on. I mean, you need a guidance, you need a path to walk on. I don't know how, but I just happened to came across Talent Stacker and the Salesforce for Everyone group. When I started seeing the content on it, there were so many testimonials, and it was actually fitting my requirements. I wanted a volunteer project. Okay, I'm already on to going ahead and doing my certification. I'm preparing for it, but I know life is going to get harder after certification, because now you've put in your hours and you're still not working. That's where Talent Stacker came in, and my whole experience changed. Every question that I had in my mind, every doubt that I had, Talent Stacker was already addressing to it. And it's not that they have some personal coaching or anything, but the whole community and the way the program has its own pacing guide, and the way things, I mean, it's a wealth of knowledge. So whatever you want to go and ask, it's already up there. You only have to look for it. Sometimes you don't even have to go actively looking for it. It comes to you in terms of a webinar or an event or certain post. It's always incoming. So this platform actually helped me towards realizing what Salesforce can do. I only thought Salesforce as an additional skill, and then again go back into marketing or sales, but with just one additional skill. It's only after I joined the program I realized that no, this is a whole universe in itself, and admin is just the way of knowing the tool. You can actually take your career in many directions, and there's no end to it. And with Salesforce now getting into almost every phase of business, every part of business, possibilities are endless. The initial offer was that they're looking at somebody, for the first time they're looking at somebody with functional background, and they didn't even have an requirement of being certified in Salesforce. So they were looking at people who are already there on Trailhead or are preparing for their certification, and they'll put them on academy, they'll train them, and then put them on projects. It was a win-win situation for me. I was happy to take that as an offer if it was extended. So I already said yes, and we were carrying on with our interviews. And as and when the interviews happened, the last round with the senior member, they realized that my past experience, which was in media sales, that had a lot of potential to actually, roll over into a consultant role. And they found me already being a little senior for the academy position. So they saw potential. They saw the experience is already there. The technical side of it, I was all in terms of certifications, I was already in with my Salesforce admin. So that was there. So I could sense it that he is very, very interested in bringing me on board. So I could see this, I could sense the interest, but there was still a little hesitance because I've been out of work for a couple of years. And secondly, even as a fitment, there could have been a situation where I was senior for one role but junior for the other. So there was this gray area which needed to be clarified, and I was kind of put on hold for a while. It ended on a positive note, but then I got certain more requests from the company to work on. I was asked to provide them a portfolio of my previous work where I have built certain custom solutions. I had to actually go back, look into my folders and all, and I prepared a portfolio and submitted that. I was scared that that can sound and look like a dated solutions, because media industry has changed leaps and bounds. What was working 8 years back is not there anymore. Even the video qualities I submitted was not up to the mark. So that's where I was a little hesitant that this won't roll in. But then I was given an answer that it's a good positive feedback, and they would like to just to have a reconfirmation that I can handle client meetings and objections, and I can present to a group of people. They want me to do a business case, and that's where it is that I presented to them. I've solved a business case using Salesforce knowledge, and at the end of it, there were 3 senior people in the panel, and all of them concurred that yes, they are very much impressed and they wanted to go ahead. So this was actually a real win. It made me feel better and reinforced my own confidence and my skills. So it was not just landing a job, it was also that someone really valued what I did. And past 2-3 years, whenever I have been going out interviewing, people didn't really see what I did relevant to what they were looking for, or they just thought that, okay, this is done somewhere else in some other market, this is not good enough for us. But here there is not just one, but the whole team sitting out there and saying, you're ready to be on this position, please, we're happy to have you in our team. So that sounded like music to my ears, and yes, I can still not stop smiling about it. So yes.